Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of WTF Food and Music. I'm here at the Punchline in Philly with my man, Derek Gaines.
What's happening? Good to see you.
You already know. Listen, man, it's been a long time.
Been a while.
But I brought something, bruh. I wanted to open it up with this. I need you to look at that, brother.
Okay, let's get
I need you to look at that.
See what we
I know you
got.
got one hand there with the microphone, you know what I mean? But you should be talented.
Woo! That was.
Wait. Who was that?
That was the young man full of hope. That's when I had hope. That's when I had dreams. That's when I had my little fro, my little tight, my little what's that? My little Brillo.
Yeah.
It's my little Brillo pad. Yeah, that was a young man.
Tell me about that Derek Gaines as a comedian.
This Derek Gaines was young and ambitious. He was 4 years into comedy.
Didn't even curse, y'all.
Didn't curse. He used to say
Mother
truck.
trucker.
He used to say truck.
Mother trucker.
All that. Yeah, I used to say mother truck, and I used to make little not curses with my jokes. We used to do beef and beers out in Trenton. We used to do fire halls.
Big up to the fire halls.
Yeah, we used to
Marley's, West Trenton Firehouse, Cruiser Firehouse.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about pink people, not white. They was pink. Pink,
Opaque.
big redneck having motherfuckers.
Opaque.
But they was cool though. They paid us, you know. We had to eat in the back though. I was just like,
Look, we had to eat in the back and come through the back. But wait. I got one show we did, man. Listen, I'll never forget this. We did a show and the promoter, I was one of the promoters.
Okay.
But one of the janky promoters didn't pay us our upfront money.
Yeah, I remember.
To take care of the comedians.
Yeah.
And what I did out of the kindness of my heart, man, because these guys worked hard. They brought out comedy. They laughed. They had people laughing. They had people running up and down the aisles. So I went to the Mac machine, and I had to pay these guys out my pocket.
And he did that. That's true.
And I did that, man. And on the Reel to Reel, you know, I brought that photo tonight because I held that since 2005.
Wow.
2005. So
13 years.
13 years. When you know somebody's going to make it and you're good at scouting talent.
It's a little creepy, but it's cool.
Hey, but look. Creepy, but, you know, it ain't like creepy old girlfriend creepy.
No, not old, but just to hold it and believe it.
Like $5 water
But
creepy.
I haven't even seen. I'm about to get this headshot to the cellar. That's a joke. That's so funny. And I was getting over an eczema breakout too. So
yeah,
this is like I had a little
bit.
Yeah, you can tell my forehead was all broken out. It was a fun time back when in my 20s.
Thank God for shoe polish.
Yeah, right.
But listen, man, the reason we came to the Punchline tonight to talk to Derek Gaines, since that photo, man, I've watched you make a lot of moves, bro.
Yeah, man. I gotta hustle.
Broke-ass game show.
I was one.
Listen, I had to say the other night, I was watching the episode with the rubber bands and the watermelon.
I remember that.
Oh, my goodness, bro. Tell us a little bit about that.
First of all,
y'all got to picture this now. Tell us about it.
There's two people sitting in front of a watermelon, and the game was to keep putting on rubber bands until the watermelon exploded, right? So it's just a bunch of people going back and forth and putting rubber bands on the joint, and the watermelon was starting to squeeze juice, and it was about to explode, and everybody gets hit in the face with water. White women get hit in the face. Black people get hit in the face with watermelon. And at the end of it, I went to go eat it on camera, and then I dropped it because I wasn't on that. And then on the clip, they don't show me dropping it. They just show me having it up to my face. So therefore, they really samboed me on that clip.
I've never seen a melon buckle, but it's starting to buckle. Looks to be about that time.
It's go time.
Go time.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh my gosh. This watermelon is like holding on for its dear life.
It's like denting in. Oh my god.
Like
it looks like it's bending too much. Yeah.
Looks the same.
It's squirting. That was that? That's what it was? I'm scared.
Watermelon's gonna turn into a diamond. You look like y'all going for a record, fellas.
The juice is coming out.
What are you doing?
I'm just gonna.
What are you
hang here
doing?
for a moment.
You're too close to
don't
my
mind
shoulder.
me. I'm just. It's
What
all...
are you doing? Touch me.
No, it's fine.
And, Broke Ass Game Show was a wave, man. 2 strong seasons We had a Christmas episode, baby. We had a Halloween episode. We was doing good.
Yeah, and definitely, like I said, one of the funniest shows I've seen on MTV. Which,
And then they took it off the air.
yeah, it's funny because they take everything off the air on MTV. Like, it used to have music on it.
Yeah, it
I
used
can't
to.
remember
Remember
the
that?
last time
Remember
seen
back in the
a
day?
music video on
Remember back when they used to have
MTV.
music on music television? It's crazy.
So, next up after that, bro.
What's up, bro?
What'd you roll into after that? Talk to us about your next episode of what you were doing.
Oh, well, after Broke Ass Game Show, it's just a lot of attempts at trying to make the same money I was making. So it was bad attempts. So I got on Joking Off. That was on MTV, too.
I like Joking Off, yo. It's still funny.
They used to call it Diet Wildin' Out. And then they called it Diet Wildin' Out is what they called Joking Off. So that's why they pulled that show.
Wow.
And then, but it's all relationships because I'm cool with D-Ray now. So when I'm in LA,
Shout
I
out
want to
D-Ray.
hop on stage on D-Ray show. I get up a D-Ray show because of the little other comedy. So after Broke Ass Game Show, it was that. Then I finally had the shot to get The Last OG with Tracy Morgan.
Yo, shout out to everybody on there. Dante Hoagland, Tracy Morgan,
All them.
Cedric the Entertainer. I'm sorry.
Tiffany
everybody.
Haddish, fucking, just so many funny people. And the guys in the halfway house, the Mullins boys.
Funny.
Yeah, shout out to that. Second season coming out April.
Hey, y'all. This is my son, Shazad.
Yo, what's up, little man?
What up?
Is that the one he just met?
The Seed. Heard a lot about you. What's up, little T?
Got in trouble in school, man. I'm trying to put him on the straight right now.
Young man, you don't have to go down this path, bruh.
Mistakes are like scars. We carry them for life.
Look, Shazam.
His name is Shazad.
My bad, Shazad. Look, listen what the old heads say. Now, the moron has to touch the stove to learn that it's hot. But the genius can see the moron burn himself. He gonna be like, nah, I'm not gonna touch that. What I'm trying to say is respect your elders, bruh.
You know what? And I gotta say it, respect the youth as well, good brother.
Now, see, I can respect that, but you gotta remember there's 2 days that you can't do a damn thing. That's yesterday and today.
Why can't you do nothing today?
Because you can't know the past and you can't know the future. But what good is the future if you don't know the past?
But there's a memory of the past and hope for the future. And ain't nobody paying attention to the present. Now, ain't that about a bitch there, brother Felony?
You know what, Brother Jay Bird? That's where we spend the most time.
Y'all think y'all kicking knowledge?
Here it comes.
Now, what is it like working with them guys, man? Especially Tracy Morgan and Cedric. I mean, those are
Classics.
classic entertainers, man. I mean, do y'all just crack up, or is it just y'all just doing?
Tracy is the show. Tracy is the show. Comes in with his radio. His security carries his radio and he plays his radio. Cedric is more of a straight man, to be honest with you. He's hilarious, but he's hilarious in his scenes. When he's done, he goes back, chills, gets his teeth, eats his fruit, talks to his wife. He eats like fruit cut, like, Cedric's rich.
That's what's up.
And he look and smell like money. So he do money stuff. He just sits he chills like, oh, this dude got it all taken care of.
Sitting back like
And
fine wine.
Yeah, you sitting there like, oh, I get to be with a king of comedy because I watched Kings of Comedy, 4 times when it came out when I was a kid, and then be able to work with Bull, and then you got Tracy Morgan, who was Hustle Man from Martin, and you just go, that's nuts.
Who could ever forget Hustle Man?
Yeah.
From the what floor?
That's Bruh Man.
Oh, Brother Man. I'm sorry, Brother Man.
That's Bruh Man from the 3rd floor.
You're right.
From the 5th floor.
From the 5th floor.
From the 5th
My
floor.
bad,
But
my bad.
Hustle Man, that was Shad
Yeah,
the
Hustle
Chief.
Man with the-
You want it, I got it. If I ain't
the
got it, forget it.
watches.
So you better do it while the getting's good. Like that. That guy is
That
my
guy.
boss now. That's weird. So you go, but he's eccentric. He's a beautiful spirit. Because Tracy Morgan is exactly who he is on and off screen. So he's a bundle of personality that you go, wow, I understand now. Because he's that funny. He's really a funny guy.
And with that type of energy around you, man, your breakout, Theodore.
Yeah, the
Will
break.
and Grace. Let's bring it up because a lot of our people or urban people probably aren't familiar with Will and
I
Grace.
talked about it on stage.
Yeah. I didn't want to bring it up, but I figured I'd talk about the elephant in the room.
Will and Grace happened. I did 2 episodes of that. I just came back from L.A. to tape another one, but they did some script changes, so I'm not even in this last finale one, so I might be back in the 3rd season. But I got all that from auditioning for a pilot that never went. Because the same guys that wrote that pilot also wrote Will and Grace. So they was like, well, we'll bring you back because we think you're really good. We'll bring you back as Jack's boss on the show. And the first one went really well. The second one did really well. And, we'll see what happens with more. But to actually to be a stand-up in the East, to go all the way to the West
Listen,
and get
California,
that gig and come
bro,
back. Yeah.
California, that's where it's real out. Tell me about the women out there, brother. Are they treating you differently now? They see you on Will and Grace? Because
No, absolutely not.
white women see them to, Will and Grace.
Older white women. Older. You got to
wrong with
understand.
that?
Older white women. No,
There's
I'm talking
nothing
about
wrong with a
40,
cougar.
50. You got to understand. I'm in the prime of my life. I like women
should
that's
be good.
30, that's 38 and down. 38, in between
You should
38
be
and
strong
25.
like board.
No, man, it's fine, but nobody really recognizes. I mean, people from school might, but it's not like it didn't bring me stock in the hood. I tell you what did bring me stock in the hood: Broke Ass Game Show.
Yeah,
Broke
man.
Ass Game Show and Last OG is bringing me so much stock in Brooklyn right
That's what's
now.
up.
I can walk around with money out, and the goons wouldn't even rob me because oh, that's that funny boy. True story.
Exactly, but the goons are standing in front of Starbucks, so they're not going to hurt you anyway.
Yeah.
We are talking about the regentrified Brooklyn.
No, but there's still
you talking about the Brooklyn?
There's still some goons left.
There's some goons left. Where?
There's a few goons left. They're in the
Tell me
pockets behind rocks, and you got to lift up rocks.
Behind rocks.
You got to pick up rocks.
Under
and
bricks.
They hang under Hondas like they be
Behind
sleep
center
under
blocks.
Hondas like cats. They be laying under Hondas like cats as soon as the goons is there. But no, I remember we was hanging out in front of my house in Bushwick, and a bunch of Puerto Rican fellas came over, and it was tough.
Were they lost? Did they ask for
No,
directions?
they was like, hey, yo, let me ask you a question real quick. We was like, oh. Me and everybody on the block, me and all my homies sitting on the step was like, we going to have to fight right now? So he went up. He said, let me ask you a question real quick. And I was like, yeah? He said, oh, you that funny. Yeah, you cool. You that funny. Yeah, oh, that's the funny from the show. And then they just walked off. It was so funny. I said, that's aggressive, but it was dope.
It was their way of paying homage.
Yeah, they paid homage.
And
They
the
was
hood is
scaring it.
different. They don't want to really give you your props because they call it
He said-
deriding.
Yeah, he was like, oh, that's the funny.
But then they see you like, yo, that's, and they whisper, that's that dude from
That's the boy, that's the boy.
From Tracy Morgan's
But
show,
I will
son.
not lie. I'll tell you this. I was just in L.A. the other day eating a salad on Sunset Boulevard. And let me tell you, all the
Caesar?
It was some mix with had cashew spice dressing.
Something real fancy.
It was bougie. And let me tell you, all the gay fellas there knew exactly who I was. That's the guy from Will and Grace. That's him. He eats salad like us. It was so funny. It was so funny because me and my homie just like eating salads. We like women, but we like eating salads. But we, Sunset Boulevard is a gay place. It's a bunch of gay doctors and gay hairdressers, and they eat too.
Shout out, no disrespect to anybody that's homosexual. Or
Oh, not
gay.
at all.
We
No.
love everybody.
Yeah, I'm not even doing that. Listen to the rest of what I'm saying before we all get to blogging, all right? The gay fellas was there because the Sunset, and they own that. First of all, they own that block. So they saw me eating salad and was like, Will and Grace. So
That's him. That's him.
So I was like, yeah. So it does get you some notoriety. Gets a couple checks. What I do like, it'll be on a plane, and people go, they'll see my face on like a plane.
When you're sitting right next to them.
Or that, and you'll be like, yeah, I can. That's possible now. That's a little weird. OG made it to Netflix. So Last OG's on Netflix as well as TBS. So now you can really, really check it out. You can watch, you can binge it if you want to.
Yeah, and definitely, let me tell you something. If you haven't seen that show, check it out.
Yeah.
It's funny. I don't care what nobody says, man. Tracy Morgan is back in A Vengeance.
Yeah.
And, there's a reason that accident, everything happened to
Yeah,
him.
and he always talks
Came back
about it.
stronger, man.
Redemption and second chance. and all that.
Redemption. And bringing forth comics like yourself, man.
Yeah.
Because working with that younger crowd and bringing them to the forefront, I mean, you guys are next, man. And they know that. They're paving the way for you guys, and you're up next. And
We
you gotta
next.
respect that.
We next, though.
So I got to ask you, man, as a comic, what was your darkest period? When did you feel like you wanted to give up?
Okay.
Oh, wait. Or should I say, how many times did you feel like you wanted to give up?
I gave up stand-up December 17th, 2010.
Oh, boy.
For
this is
2
gonna be a
hours.
good one. For 2 hours?
For 2 hours. I'm going to tell you why. Because I was living in Jersey City, chasing my dreams. It went bad. I used to have a day job I was always getting suspended from because I was always calling out, telling jokes.
What was your day job?
I was a janitor on the Garden State Parkway.
Wow, you talking about and I don't curse on camera, talking about a job. That had to be a job.
But let me explain something right now. No one has sympathy for me because I was making $21.75 an hour. I was the most highest paid janitor.
I might have been right there with you, bro.
Yeah,
Scrubbing
because
whatever.
every time I go as a janitor, people go, yeah, man, you chase your dreams. And I'll be like, yeah, I was making $21.75. Well, cop did never smelled so sweet. What you mean? $21.75.
That's a lot of
grown
money.
men that's 45 don't make that much money. So they was like, count your blessings. Count your, but I didn't want to clean up cop shit no more. Because I was working at a police station, and I was cleaning up cop shit. And I was like, I'm funnier than this cop shit, man. Because I was doing shows the night before, getting big laughs, and then had to put on a uniform and mop and all that.
Right.
And I'm sitting there like, Last night I got a standing ovation. There was running around, high fives.
Listen, when you do that old school running around, running up and down the aisle,
I used to do
that old
'cause we used
church
to-
lady stuff, that's comedy.
Let me explain, because I was doing all the hood rooms in Brooklyn at the time. This is before the alt rooms came out. You didn't have the little alt rooms to do in hipster Brooklyn. No, I came into Brooklyn when it was still Brooklyn, 04, I start hanging out 08.
Talking about Brooklyn.
When it was still
like,
mean.
Yo, what's up, son?
When like Brooklyn Mike was still doing these open mics at this bar out near Throop and the projects and all that. And you had to go in there and do the sports bars, and you be here, the crowd right here, the TV's still on, to make me laugh. That's where I'm from. But I will say, Philly set me up for all that.
Shout out to Philly. And I actually met him real quick. I used to go and scout comics at the Laugh House.
Yeah, he did.
And I met this dude, and he came off stage, and within 2 minutes of him hitting the stage, I was like, yo, that dude right there got it. And to this day, that's why I kept that creepy photo of him. No crazy stuff going on. But when he sent me that, and I said, you know, I'm going to hold on to this, because there's always that time where you want to present something to somebody from the past
This is really
as
good.
they're moving into their
Really
future.
good headshot. I
Yeah,
remember this headshot.
pull that thing out again, man, because this is comical right here. Is that even the same dude? This
No,
dude
raw.
never
My
cursed.
hair was cut.
Look at it. He couldn't even
was
grow a
clean.
beard. That was like dirt on
Look
his
at
chin.
that.
Looked like he fell on a rug and, like, you know, he got up and couldn't even wipe it off.
Yeah.
But
Look
what
at
I'm
that.
saying, man, is you followed your dream,
Young,
you did your
hopeful
thing.
man. Yeah.
Young and hopeful in that picture. But tell us what's next, man. What's going on right now
All right.
with you? What do you envision for yourself? Not what you want to happen.
Okay.
What do you envision for yourself?
Right now, I envision for myself to be the, in the words of the Wu-Tang website, where you
Wu-Tang.
where you put your name in and they change your name to Wu-Tang. Right now, Derek Gaines means respected wanderer. That's what it means. So if I can just wander around being respected for being one of the greatest joke tellers, storytellers, writers that could do it, and I just go to different clubs and different venues and theaters and tell people these wonderfully just drawn out comical stories, it'd be great. And then, you know, they'll probably pay me all kinds of money for it, which is fine. I'll give it to my mom. She'll get the window installations finally. And, you know, it'll be fine. My dog, I'll get him a couple more milk bones, all that. But see, what I really see is to be the respected wanderer. Go around and just blaze, because I like making people laugh, man. I did it just for that. All this other came as a bonus because I stuck to what I really did it for, was to make people laugh. Can I make friends in 10 seconds and hold their attention for 60 minutes?
And that's it. And I remember something you said, it sticks in my head. I want to turn these jokes into a job.
Yeah. I said that?
Yeah, you said it. You don't remember saying that, bro? You want me to bring that up? I got that written down somewhere. Oh, it's on the back of the envelope.
If you bring that up, if you bring up something I said from 13 years ago, I'm got it. That's scary, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
bro,
grab one of
it's-
these Red Bulls and I'm out.
It's one of them things, man. I'm that dude that I always remember. People, when you know somebody's gonna make it and you see what's going on, it's only right, bro.
Thanks, man.
Only
I
right
really
to pay
appreciate
homage.
it.
So, you know, once again, Derek Gaines, Punchline Philly. Anybody else? Well, we shouting out moms.
Shout out to 6 Foot Nothing. Shout
Okay,
out my
moms in the
mother.
back,
Shout out to my
outside.
mom, my
Okay.
beautiful mother, who supported me from day one. I love you with all my heart.
what's up.
Shout out my father. Shout out all my church people back home. Shout out New York. Yeah. Shout out to my DP.
He's cursing now a little bit, but we're gonna bleep it out in the show. We're gonna bleep that out.
Shout out to my DP. Shout out to who else? Shout out to 6 Foot Nothing DP. Shout out to my mom, my
forget your
dog.
manager.
Shout out to Cooper. And shout out to comedy, man. Shout out to the art form.
That's what's up.
And I'm
Listen,
just a humble disciple.
you're gonna see this man a lot. Keep paying attention. Keep watching out. If you see somebody that looks like him, it's him.
All right. Saying I'm gonna boogie someone else.
We out, y'all.
We out, y'all.
Go, go, go.